Hi, it's Ash, welcome to my channel. This is a much requested video, so I'm going to help you out and give your calves a good stretch. We're going to work on 3 stretches on each calf muscle, and this is a nice, quick, effective stretch that you can add on into your other sessions, so other post-run stretches of mine that you can just add on before or after. So we're going to really focus in on those calf muscles. We're going to need something like a block, a yoga block, or a cushion to elevate the balls of the feet. And we're going to start with We'll start with this one. So we're going to place the block at the top of the mat. And then what we're going to do is with the left balls of the feet, so the knuckly part, we're going to place that knuckly part just onto the top of just onto the top edge of the block there. Hands onto the hips, and then we're going to step the right foot, walking the right foot up towards the block until we feel a good stretch in the calf muscle area. So it might be here, or it might be by the side of the block, or you might be able to step further past the block. So wherever that feels like a good stretch for you, and again, don't look at me and go, oh, I'm going to go the same as Ash, but your body gets there and you go, no, it's not good. Just go wherever feels good for you. Once we get there, think about pushing that heel into the floor, keep the leg relatively straight with a slight bend in the knee, get nice and tall, relax the shoulders, and then slowly push the hips forwards and then pull the hips back. Push the hips forwards, pull the hips back. Again, so you're just pushing the hips forwards, pulling the hips back, and you just continue to dynamically stretch the calf muscles. So pushing that heel into the floor, we've got a nice elevated front of the foot. Relax the shoulders and keep breathing. And notice how that feels. Does it feel particularly tight? Does it feel nice? Make sure you know more than a 7 out of 10 intensity, because if we're going past that, the body tenses up and the body doesn't really give you that little bit of a release. It's tensing and kind of going into warning signs too much. So breathe and pulse with that. So continuing to do that forwards and backwards. Feel that nice, refreshing feeling that's starting to, feels like it's stretching and bringing a bit of lightness back into that calf muscle area. So we've got 2 calf muscles, the soleus and the gastrocnemius, that we're stretching. And then we're just going to step that right foot back, come off with the foot, and then just feel the difference between the left and the right one. So again, mindfully check the body, notice how they feel. And then we're going to switch over into the right balls of the feet onto the side of that step, or block, or cushion, and then step the left foot to the point where we feel, again, about a 7 out of 10 stretch. We're going to push the hips forwards, push the hips back, push the hips forwards. As we're pushing the hips forwards and back, we're pushing that heel actively down into the floor as well. Keeping the shoulders relaxed, keep your posture nice and tall, but not too tense. And again, you're just pulsing forwards and back with this as you breathe. Again, the breathing helps signal to the body and the central nervous system that it's okay to relax. And then the body just unfolds. Imagine like a flower in spring. So you're just working nice and smoothly and slowly, dynamically stretching those calf muscles. Keep breathing. Okay, and then last one, we're going to step that left foot back, then the right foot. As you step off, feel that work. Have a little pedal, move the block. And then we're going to use a wall or a balance aid, a chair or a table or something that we can push our hands into. So if you need to pause the video and find that, let's do that now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to step that right foot forwards, hands at about chest height or just slightly below, lean the chest into the wall and step the left foot backwards to the point that you can still keep the heel flat into the floor, but you're really pushing that heel into the floor and feeling that good stretch in the calf muscle area. So then you're going to let the hips sink down into the floor. So push the hips forwards and down, and then push them back up, like you're doing in like a mini lunge. So down and then up. So down and then up. So you're actively pushing that heel into the floor, but letting the hips sink down and then coming back up. So you're dynamically stretching again, breathing, pulsing, getting that good, nice stretch into the soleus and the gastrocnemius muscles in that calf area, keeping those muscle tissues and the Achilles, the tendon that attaches to those muscles, nice and supple and healthy, getting that fluidity in those areas, massaging them with the movement. And then we're going to step that left foot back up slowly, have a little pedal, notice again the difference between the left and the right. And then we're going to go hands back into the wall. Step the left foot slightly towards the wall. Step the right foot back. Pushing that right heel into the floor. Again, you can go further back if you need to get more of a stretch, or bring your back foot closer to your front foot if you need to ease off. Let the hips sink down. Push that front knee forward so you feel that good lunging stretch. And then push back up. Lunge. Push back up. So you're just pulsing with this and breathe. So you're really pushing the heel down into the floor as you let your hips sink and lower into the floor at the same time, keeping that back leg relatively straight. It's got maybe a tiny bend in the knee. You can keep breathing. Okay, one more. And then just slowly step that back foot up. Have a little bit of a pedal. Feel again, mindfully check how it feels. And then we're going to come down into your hands and knees now. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. From here, we're going to step the left foot back and tuck the left toes under. We're, again, dynamically working into those muscles. We're going to push into the hands like I'm doing a press up, nice and strong through the core, and really push that heel backwards. And then rock forward. So push into the toes to rock slightly forwards, releasing the stretch. Push deep into the stretch, so push into the hands and push right into that heel. Find that stretch and then push forwards. So you're slowly rocking gently forwards and backwards with this movement. Keep breathing as you do it. Try and keep lifting the head and chest away from the mat as you push strongly into the mat as well. And you're just pulsing nice and gently. Keep the breath flowing. So we're trying to build mobility. So we're working flexibility and strength because we're pushing with this as well. There's a level of activity. It's the best form of flexibility gains that we can get. Okay, and then just switch. Have a little bit of a wiggle. Feel that left leg. Step the right toes back. Tuck the toes under. Push through that back heel. Really push into the hands. And then we're going to push nice and gently. Pushing the heel towards the back of the mat. And then push into the toes to rock the head forwards. Push into the back of the mat. Push the head forwards and keep breathing as you do this. So you continue to slowly pulse and stretch. Your calf muscles should start to notice the difference. You should feel that nice, light, stretchy feeling, the recovery that you've given them, suppleness. You can do this video pre-run as well if you need to. You can do this run without having, you can do this stretch without having done a run as well. So keep proactive work. Because we're doing it dynamically, we're doing it slow dynamic work. It's that mobility. And if you've enjoyed this stretch, you can support my channel. You can just give me a little thumbs up. Really simple, free, easy ways that you can support my channel by giving it a thumbs up. It takes 2 seconds. Maybe leave a comment, say thanks for the video, Ash. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And share this video with a fellow runner that has tight calves that would benefit from this. And that's a really simple, free, easy way. You keep sharing and helping the channel grow, reach more runners, and I'll just keep posting free more content, which is a really good deal, surely. Okay, and then step that right foot back. We are now finished with that calf work. Let's step up slowly and let's pause again, mindfully check in with the body. Notice that feeling in the left and right. Also stretching in that way, mindfully checking the body is really good because you can take that mindful practice into your running, which helps you improve your running form because you can notice those imbalances of like, oh, something's a little bit off or tighter on this side. When you develop your body awareness, that is the basis of good running form because you can then self-coach. So well done for putting that time, effort and energy into your stretching, your breathing, your mindfulness, and I shall see you in the next video.